Hi, I'm Dr. Orr. I want to welcome you to Wellness 100. Whether you're taking the lab or the lecture, we'll be spending some time together this summer. I know most of you did sign up for probably both of those. It is okay if you have taken one or the other. Send me an email and I can make sure I at least add you as a guest so you're always caught up and don't miss any of the lectures. But for the most part, people are doing both, and I think that's great. I want to talk briefly about some of the ways to contact me, some of the basics of the syllabus, and then even get into the final part of it, which will be the keys for you to be successful in the class, which is pretty important to most students. So if you do need to get a hold of me, the best way is directly through email. You can also use the D2L course. I'll usually check those kind of in a group throughout the day, but I will be very responsive on those. If you do need a little more in-depth stuff, you can chat. I can set that up via D2L again, or we can use some virtual office hours, just confirm on a time, and we can set the phone call. We can go a little more broader, definitely look at the issue that way. But all in all, wellness is just a brief overview. I think it's a great class. It's definitely something I believe in, especially if you looked at the syllabus already, the holistic nature of it. We look at several dimensions of wealth. We don't just look, hey, here's physical stuff. Here's physical, here's how we run, here's how we jog. We'll talk about emotional, spiritual, we'll talk about all the different dimensions as we go. So be prepared for that. Your job, or really the way to earn an A, is definitely to stay engaged, stay responsive, be direct and clear. We have plenty of students in the class, especially when we start reading these chats. I want it to be very animated, but I also want to make sure that it's concise enough where we can stay up to date. We don't get so far behind with our discussions and stuff like that. So, but as you know, the syllabus does call for active participation. I can see who actually clicks on things. So if you access content, I will know that. I'll also know how long you're on it. So keep in mind that too. You can't just kind of click on it and then go to something else. So do spend some time with the content. As you know, I do not have a textbook for this class. I did save you a little bit of money there. That should help with your overall wellness today, just knowing that you don't have to purchase it. But you do have to put in a little bit more work when it comes to discussions, worksheets, reading posts, and making sure you read instructions within this too, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the class. So it is best to keep up. Feel free to work ahead, but know that I think the best experience is when we can kind of go from one place to the other. But I do know that being asynchronous is very, very, very important. We all have busy lives. Even when I think about a definition of wellness, I thought about when I constructed this course. We were actually dealing with 105-degree temperature by my 1-year-old daughter, and if you've seen in the ID kits, obviously a little 1-year-old, I'm very biased, but I think she's cute, and you can imagine how I feel when she comes in and she really has the absence of wellness, which is kind of the first time we really think about that. Here she is, all attached to this giant medical machine, getting an IV through there, getting fluids, hydration, stuff like that. But again, that's where you really, what is this wellness? What is the concept of not being well? It's something that you really, you notice it when it goes wrong. So really, I think those are a lot of the kind of the best practices in this class. I'm not going to go through the syllabus. I think you can spend time reading that by yourself. But I am going to make sure you read it by yourself by putting out a quiz. So if you haven't taken the syllabus quiz, make sure you do that this week. Also do the activities, get on there in the discussion, play a little around with the site in general. Love hearing the feedback, stuff like that. So far has been great. Have a great week. Hope to see you next week with a web here.